Hey everybody, it's me, the Dragon King. Welcome to Dragon King 72 Media on 72 Media L.L.C. on YouTube, Dragon King 72 Media L.L.C. on Twitter, Dragon King 72 Media LLC on TikTok. I've got a little dilemma, y'all, and I'm trying to figure this out. Downtown looks beautiful. Let me give y'all a quick view of Milwaukee's downtown. And on the other side of that is Lake Michigan. But anyway, I'm close to downtown. I'm at a dilemma because I'm trying to figure out. Pride is for celebration of the LGBTQ. Come on. Stop, stop, stop. Pride is the celebration, stop, of the LGBTQIA plus, our allies, all of us coming together with our differences and communing and just trying to be peaceful. But here's the thing. Pride is also about defiance. It's about making sure that we as people will always support what's real, what's truthful, what's honest, what's genuine. And the only way to do that is to commune with ourselves. And that's what pride does. At least that's what it gives for me. In recent years, we've seen how corporations, who at one time was afraid to support the Pride organization, the LGBTQIA plus at large, and then it went to they're supporting us wholeheartedly. You know, a lot of it had become just a corporate thing and not about actually, extending that support outside of Pride. And that had become an issue as well. And within the last 10 years, that was becoming a problem. And it still is to a certain degree. But now, we're back to square one, where we have people who have rolled back DEI, have rolled back LGBTQI plus initiatives to appease this bastard of a fucking president that we have in office right now. And so them same corporations are looking at Pride in a different way. First of all, they shouldn't even be invited down there, because as much as we need corporate support, and we'll need it definitely after, you kind of wonder who's been called to the front in these corporations when outside of Pride, you guys are nowhere to be found. You've rolled back your DI initiatives, your minority initiatives, LGBTQ, IA plus initiatives to appease this president of the United States. But here comes Pride, all of a sudden you're back in action. You're back supporting, you're back. So should we accept that? You know what I'm saying? It's like a bad boyfriend, a bad girlfriend. They only want to come around when either they want some money, they want you to help them with something, or want a piece of ass or some dick. Any other time, if they can do it themselves, they don't have to be around you, they fucking won't. And that's what these corporations give, especially now within the last year and a half with these different DEI and LGBTQIA plus initiatives being rolled back. That's what it's given. It's given bad boyfriend, bad girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? It's given a fair weather person that, you thought cared but didn't. And so what do we do? And that's the question I'm asking myself here in Milwaukee when we have our Pride. Do I need to go just because in order of defiance? Should I be going for strictly for the defiance of it all? Or should I go because, or should I not go because, to set my own type of protest, silent as it will be, because nobody else will know that I'm not there other than you guys if I choose not to go. So that's my thing. Like, is it, should we be going? Should we not be going? Should I be going? Should I not be going? And I'm debating that because I feel a certain kind of way about it. And I know in Milwaukee, a lot of those vendors down there are anti-LGBTQIA plus. The people don't give a fuck about us. They down there to get some money for 3 days, get as much cash as they can. You know what I'm saying? From the very same people they talking about in church, their mosques, their temples, or on the street and, protesting against. But they're down there doing Pride Fest, down there on Henry Meyer Festival grounds, taking our fucking money. So I'm just really kind of perplexed about it, because I want to go for the sheer defiance of it all, especially now with Trump being in office this second time. But at the same time, I want to be like, I don't want to give these people my fucking money. As much as I want to support my LGBTQIA plus community, black LGBTQIA plus community, I don't want to give these people my fucking money. That's why I haven't been to Target. I had stopped going to Target, or hadn't been to Target in about 6 months, maybe even 7 prior to the boycott. And it's been going on a year and a half since no black person they haven't had a lot of black consumers. Definitely not from the LGBTQI plus, for sure. So what do? I want to go badly, but not bad enough where, I'm allowing them to reach inside my pockets and give them money for shit that they shouldn't get. It's kind of like I said, a bad boyfriend, bad girlfriend. They only come around when they want something. They want you to do something for them, or they want some dick or some pussy. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, other than that, I don't want to see you until, next time. And in this case, it's the corporate people are the bad girlfriend, bad boyfriend. And they only want to see us when it's Pride Month so they can fucking get something from us, which is money. And say that they, it's about a carbon footprint, in the community. Meaning that they don't want to support you. They don't want to be there, but they want to have that presence. So if anybody ever say, well, this corporation or this group was not in the community, they can say that they were. Are they going to offer you something that's going to be beneficial? Probably not. But the carbon it's a carbon footprint. That's just like, real quick, job fairs. I stopped going to job fairs, 2001, somewhere around there, 2001, 2002. I had stopped going to job fairs for the simple fact that while, people need jobs and they need employees, they were never hiring on the spot. They were never giving you any real communication on any real leads within the company other than go to the website. You're dressed to kill. They've told you to dress to impress. You spent money you didn't have, got your hair cut done. For your ladies, a hairstyle, you prim or proper. You coming in like a professional, ethical person, ready to work, ready to do the interview. And what do they say to you when you're at the job fair? If you go to this website, and if you go to this website, you're not no interviews wherever on the spot. And that's when I realized job fairs are a scam. They've been a scam for a long time, and that's why I don't go to any. I stopped going to job fairs a long time ago because they weren't legitimate. They weren't genuine in what they were doing out in the community. They just were not. They just were not. And so that's why you don't see a lot of job fairs these days. You know, even before Donald Trump, even before COVID, you don't see a lot of job fairs. Or you definitely gonna get a lot of attendance because people have caught on to the bullshit. And that's the same way with these corporate people doing Pride. You know, they don't give a shit. So I'm in a real mental flux about going to Pride this year, because I'm like, it's the same old shit. Now, if there were more LGBTQIA plus vendors down there, that would be a different conversation. I'm going down there to support them, the community. But the majority of those vendors are not a part of the LGBTQIA plus. They are not allies down at the Henry Meyer Festival at the Pride Fest in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. They're not. Because I've asked and they've told me, oh no, I'm not. Oh no, I'm not. And you know the Africans are not. You know, especially selling their kente cloth and all the straw hats and all the whatever beads they sell them. Come on. So, yeah, I don't know about these Pride Fests. And I'm really debating whether or not I'm going to go to the one in Milwaukee. And I usually go by myself anyway. I went 2024 with my dog here, Duke. 2025, I didn't go to the Pride Festival. I went to the parade, which was phenomenal, by the way. The parade, is that in water? On 2nd Street. It starts before 2nd and National, but it is phenomenal. It's packed. It was fun. You know what I'm saying? And I stayed in a non-so packed area. I was on the end of it, as a matter of fact, but I enjoyed it. It was my first pride parade that I had went to in Milwaukee. I may have went to another one, but I went to the opening, going to the Pride Festival grounds. Who knows? But yeah, and I'm just, like I said, I'm debating it. Like I said, I want to be a part of the defiance for our community, but I also don't want to pay homage to motherfuckers by buying their items, being down there, and giving them money, because they continue to roll back these DEI, these LGBTQ, these women and minority women in these corporate spaces, rolling back all those initiatives that help people, from healthcare to housing to just societal things that they need to function. You know what I'm saying? Resources of all kinds. Those things have been rolled back for the LGBTQI plus and other minority groups. And so for me, I just want, that's what I'm debating right now. I'm actually, I'm debating that, whether or not I'm going. But yeah, y'all let me know how y'all feel about, if you are LGBTQIA plus, what are you in defiance right now? Are you in defiance with the government and going to support Pride, or are you not going because the corporate America has turned their back on us. Y'all let me know. Y'all let me know. All right, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, tell your friend, tell your frenemy, tell that stepmama you can't stand, that stepdaddy you don't care for, and that nosy ass auntie who always want to know what the gay boy is doing or just what anybody is doing because she bitter and grumpy and ain't getting no dick or pussy or whatever she into. All right. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and don't forget to tell folks about the channel. We building this channel. I'm building my small but soon to be powerful media company, Dragon King 72 Media LLC. So, all right. Thank you. Peace. Y'all enjoy. Happy Pride Month.